Welcome. Namaskaram to you, sir. Please come. Pradip ji can start.
Yes, yes. Just yes. Good evening to each and everyone present here. Many important members joined today. Actually, when this letter, in fact, it was last letter of the present edition of Mahatma letters to AP Sinnet. When that letter was supposed to be given to someone, actually at that time uh, nobody is available, and in a particular time, so I decided to take this letter myself. But the going through the letters, it became very difficult for me. And what Bimalji referred, uh, at that time also, the Eliphas Levi, he narrated many things. In fact, he is a French man, and his title was subsequently name was transferred, changed into as a Yehudi type. And the important thing in this letter, which was published in the October 1881, our Master Case pointed out some notes in marginal column, and there are some points also discussed by the editorial theosophy. Something is written. Those notes or points given as a editorial theosophy also carries a lot. So this letter was the extract of original writing from Eliphas Levi, and Eliphas Levi, and Madame Blavatsky wrote it to Sinnet and published in the Theosophist with some important notes by great teacher who at that time uh, was forefront of the Theosophical Society, Theosophical movement. But even now, he is guiding, inspiring the members of Theosophical Society. So, this letter is important in this sense, it relating to the happenings after death. What are the principles, what are the bodies, why we require the burial ground, bury completely, all these things, and what will happen. In between, one will mark, there is some point in which Mahatma mentioned that those who are not serious in their journey, they will face the consequences. So, with this short introduction, thanks each and everyone. I will share the PowerPoint presentation which is required to be presented. This LBS letter written by Blavatsky to AP Sinnet. Originally it is mentioned like this. LBS is letters of H.P. Blavatsky to AP Sinnet. So that is the reason L letters of AP, H.P. Blavatsky, L for letters, B for Blavatsky, and AP Sinnet, S. This Appendix 1, it is mostly related to death, and the second part is Satan. Satan means in bad, very bad people or something like that. And in Mahatma letter, many times it will have dark forces. What is their requirement in the evolution path? So many things are there. So we'll go to the slide number 1. Eliphas Levi was a transliteration of his given name, Alphonse Louis, into Hebrew. Hebrew is the language, it is generally the mother tongue of Israel peoples, Jerusalem. Levi gained renown as an original thinker and writer. His works attracting attention in Paris and London among esotericists and artists of romantic and symbolist inspiration. So, if we go through this letter, you will mark even there are philosophers, there are mystics in the world who are well aware of the life after death and the uh, esoteric philosophy and many uh, philosophy which is relevant for the uh, members. Here he mentioned about the some kind of Freemasonic. Now the Freemasonic is a not a branch, but many members are the members of the Masonic temples. It is available in Banaras. We have a Masonic temple also throughout India. Some are very active, particularly in southern parts of India, and in northern part it is not active, so active as it is required to be active. So here he left the Grand Orient de France, the French Masonic organization that originated continental Freemasonry. Freemasonry, like some old, very ancient, millions and millions ago, the Masonry established, that a group was established, particularly what I remember in Scotland and other parts of Europe. So they are carrying on their work, and at present time, the head of is one of our great teacher, who is also now helping the Theosophical movement, and also it is a combination of a ceremony, philosophy, and self-transformation, what I learned from different books available for the public. So here you can see the second point. He left that Freemasonry in the belief that the original meanings of its symbols and rituals has been lost. I ceased being a Freemason at once because the Freemason excommunicated by the Pope Reason? Because did not believe in tolerating Catholicism. The essence of Freemasonry is the tolerance of all beliefs. So it is given something, and I was told, I am not read somewhere, that Blavatsky even is not regular, not joined properly as now. There are 33 degrees, but she being so active in this esoteric, in this theosophical activity. So she was given 33 degree. I have not read somewhere, but I was told by a very senior member from South. And next slide I am going to present. It is very uh, familiar with the student of theosophy. 7 planes, principles functioning, because Mahatmas have referring many times 7 planes, principles, and what are the principles are not available when a person will leave his physical body. So next slide. Next slide says 7 planes and the principles functioning thereof. This diagram, which I collected from Man and His 7 Principles, written by Dr. Annie Besant, this diagram gives the planes themselves as they exist in nature. As usual, the higher 2 planes, it is not known, means not known to the mundane world people, but there are references in a theosophical literature, Adi, Anupadak level. So that was, but referring that. Um, so Ani Besant remains silent in this particular diagram. So she mentioned that next 2 planes is spirit and spiritual soul. Mahatma also mentioning sometimes in these letters what is a spirit and etc. etc. Spiritual faculty of a human being is spirit and soul, Atma Buddhi. These are the diagram. Next, you will see the next is third 3 planes, human soul, manas, then kama, astral or desire body, then prana, etheric double, dense physical body. So this is actually, in fact, animation says, as it exists in nature, this is the exist. But to understand it, we have go to the next slide. There are 7 principles. This 7 principle, it is relating to 5 planes. 5 planes, and the 7 principle functioning thereon with vehicles. We have a physical body, astral body, lower mental body. Physical body consists of etheric double, then a higher manas, buddhi, atma. So 3 above is our inner man, spiritual person, atma, buddhi, manas. Lower is a lower quadrant is lower manas, kama, prana, etheric double, dense. So all these are our theosophical literature given to us to understand our self. So this diagram gives the planes themselves as per the convenience in classification for our understanding. It is not as per the nature, as per the given in the shown in the nature, but to make us understand the planes, principles, and bodies, Ani Besant make it a simplification. So we'll go to the next slide. Again, this diagram I am not copied, created as usual from different sources. This is the triangle, upper triangle. It is available to us always. Atma, Buddhi, Manas, individualities or Jivatma. we are always aware of it. Serious student aware of it. Atma Buddhi Manas, inner man. There is a gap Antakarana. Then quaternary, which is always perishable. Stula Sarira, Linga Sarira means etheric body, prana, and calm. So it is relating to based on the secret doctrine given to us, Blavatsky. Then there is some kind of a modification, clarification, simplification to understand this complicated bodies or shapes or principles and matter involved all these things. So we'll go to the next slide. It is the actual study we will start. Just remind that to you each and one. The left and right hand column 1, 2, 3, 4. It is in bold letters. I have also not because of uh, space not available. I am not so expert like Catalina Vibhaji to present PPT. Whatever I learn from them, I try. So I did not able to give more space. So right side in a dark brown, white, 1, 2, 3, these the letters numbers is actually master cage points. If you have books, you can see page 501, the bold letters, letter 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 in the first page is it is Mahatma's note. Then in the original letter extract by the Blavatsky, it is from Eliphas Levi. The underlines are underlined by Master Cage. Then there are some points 1, 2, 3, and I prepared that 1, 2, 3 is a italic 1, 2, 3, respectively in each page. It is notes prepared by editorial Theosophy, E.D. Theos. I am not aware of who has prepared this note. Maybe Vic or some editorial board with permission of Radhaji when it was published. Chronologically, Radhaji, as usual, she has taken a lot of time to approve this. So maybe editorial board, maybe Radha Bandar, maybe the Vic, they have given to editorial Theos, and Professor Sindesar is there. So he may, in the end, he may give some light on this points which editorial theosophists have mentioned. So as usual, the right side in a little dark and brown, it is exactly whatever is in the book. At the bottom is I am make it page wise italic. Suppose there is a one in a if we mark it one after third point, you will mark that one is I marked it as a italic one. Sorry, it is in the end. I mark it italic I. So like this, let us continue. I will go through whole, then I will try to present whatever will come to my mind. Article published, it is already published in the Theosophist for October 1881. The page has marginal comments in KH writings, which are printed here in small bold type parallel with the next text of articles, and to which numbers in brackets refer. Underlined passages have been underlined by Master KH himself. So kindly remember that in the year 1881, uh, at that time, the probationary period of Theosophical Society is still there. It will over, I think, 7 years. So 75 to 7, 1882. and whatever is published in the Theosophy, still Mahatma is well aware of it, and he given some points. So the topic start with death by late Eliphas Levi. Death is a necessary dissolution of imperfect combinations. Kindly see the wordings of Eliphas Levi. Death is a necessary dissolution of imperfect combinations. So in our personality, there are many imperfect combinations are there at physical level, at emotional level, at also lower mental level. Many imperfections are there. So death is necessary for that. It is the re-observation of a rough outline of individual. Rough outline means our physical body. Re-observation of the rough outline of the individual. The bodies will dissolve at the time of a death. Life into the great work of universal life. So what will happen? Life, let us go through the also side by side. The points noted by the master case. One is that it is a dissolution of a imperfect combination. Master says one is of the first, second, third, fifth principles. First, second, third, and the fifth principles. These principles will be dissolved. So death means there is no doubt of our quaternary consisting of physical, emotional, etheric, prana, and astral, and mind, let us lower mind person, will be dissolved when the death occurred, depending upon our work, our duty, our action, physically, emotionally, and mental level. Whatever we have done, say about 60 years, 40 years, 30 years, whatever happening to us, it depends on our action, reaction, work, thought, all depends on which this is. So all the five principles, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then next it is the re-observation of the rough outline of individual. Two says the personality or the personal ego. 2 point number Mahatma mentioned. The personality or the personal ego is dissolved. Then life into the great work of universal life. So the life of the individual will merge with the universal life. Maybe not cosmic or at the higher level, but it has escaped from the, by death, the Atman or spirit within us escape from the limitation. And it is because of astral, because of lower level, reach at a higher level. So that is a great work, he said. Life into the great work of the universal life. So the work of the universal life, more important. This coming and going of spirit from, it is the work of the universal life. So only the perfect, that is third point, Mahatma mentioned, is immortal. Perfect is sixth and seventh principle. Sixth and seventh principle, Buddhi and Atman, which is the Mahatma, according to Mahatma, is the immortal. There is no question of a death of an individual having Atman and Buddhi within that. So whoever live the physical world, his Atman and Buddhi is all along there. So we'll go to this last point. It is a bath in oblivion. Oblivion means the moment he left this physical world, emotional, all these things, he is in a particular kind of a particular place, particular area. He is under the control of many individuals, and also depending upon his work completed in the physical world, he will be helped there. So it is a bath of oblivion. And what he oblivion means, what is the there? For until the hour of remembrance. Remembrance means, as you know, the moment he is leaving his physical body at the time of death, then like a sin, he will give in whatever he has completed, whatever role, whatever work he has given, how far he completed. Then when the time arrived for his reincarnation, he will remember, he will be again shown a picture of the work to be done by him. So it is a bath of oblivion until the hour of remembrance. Mahatma mentioned, until the hour of remembrance. It is the fountain of youth, where one side plunges the old age, and whence on the other issue infancy. Means because of old age, because of a region known to lots of karma, etc., he left his physical body. Uh, but the next moment, it is the issue of infants. Means he will taking steps, he will taking uh, different roles assigned to him at the higher world to reborn again. That is the stage of infancy. So we'll go to the next slide. Mahatma means here the brother Levi, all of us, Levi says, death is a transfiguration of the living. Living means spirit is always in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Atmaro, it can be dead or not. Many quotations are there in second chapter of Gita. So death is a transfiguration of the living. Corpses are but the dead leaves of the tree of life, which will still have all its leaves in the spring. Then second part, the resurrection of man resembles eternally these leaves. So resurrection, this is the underlining given by Master K.H. So there are 2 points Master noted. In the language of the Kabbalist, spring means the beginning of that state when the ego reaches its omniscience. Omnipresent omniscience. So that is when Kabbalists also, they are very deep student of occult knowledge. So the Kabbalist, in the language of Kabbalist, spring means the beginning of that state when the ego means Atman, reaches its omniscience. Then the resurrection, Mahatma explained, underline it Mahatma by Mahatma. Then he mentioned the Chaldean resurrection in life, eternal, borrowed by exchange, means resurrection in Nirvana. So resurrection, we have many interpretations. Resurrection means death or something, resurrection like that. But Mahatma clearly mentioned that resurrection in life, eternal, resurrection means. So the death means a person changed his course of action from this world to that world. So that means he further advance himself in the line of his nirvana. So brethren, we will go to the next slide. So the 2 points here are point mentioned by Mahatma. Perishable forms are conditioned by immortal types. Perishable form. So our personality consisting of the forms which I presented from different sources I collected is conditioned by immortal types. Then second point, all who have lived upon earth live there still in a new exemplars of this type. But the souls which have surpassed their type received elsewhere a new form based upon a more perfect type as they mount ever on the ladder of world. Then 2 point given by editorial theosophies. The bad examples are broken, exemplars are broken, and their matter returned to the into the general mass. So, in this point, we'll mention that yes, in this we'll see that let us go to the right side. Number two is a ladder of the world. From one, what is the ladder of the world? Mahatma explained. Ladder of the world is, that is not explained by Mahatma, by editorial theosophy. From one loka to the other, from a positive world of causes and activity to a negative world of effects and passivity. There is no, he will face the effect and no activity there, passivity. Then third point relating that the bad exemplars are broken. Bad exemplars, the persons who are more busy in sensual activities. We have a 10 indriyas, 5 karmendriya, 5 jnanendriya, so they are all busy in the sensual activities. So though bad exempts are broken and their matter, their physical, astral, etheric, all are returned into the general mass. That he mentioned that it returned to the cosmic matter when they necessarily lose their self-consciousness or individuality. It is very serious consequences. The people who are engaged in all kind of sensual activities, they will face consequences. And in this letter, Mahatma mentioned they have very bad consequences to follow. Then point 7 in that mention are individual are annihilated. The individuality means Jivatma, the inner man, Atma Buddhi Manas, because of bad exemplars, they are annihilated, as the Eastern Kabbalists say. Uh, the seventh point he says are third, their monad, that individuality, and monad and sixth and seventh, their monad sixth and seventh. So there are a very bad repercussion when a particular person engaged himself in a very critical, means always under the uh, under the impression or under the guidance of his senses. So we should be aware of that also. So we'll go to the next slide. Our souls are, as it were, music bodies are the instrument. Our souls, Eliphas Levi mentioned, our souls, Atman, are, as it were, a music bodies are the instrument. So there is a music and music bodies. Music, and you require harmonium, you require guitar for the music to be, one can listen. So music bodies and instrument, music and music. So the music exists without the instruments. but it cannot make itself hard without a material intermediary. You see the wordings. Mahatma quotation, the spirit, hence the spirit, I made it capital letter, hence the spirit Mahatma, it is means a bold letter, but italic calling. Here spirit cannot communicate. Atman, Atman is a fragment of Paramatman, and Atman fragment and personality is a fragment of a fragment. So Atman require instrument to communicate. So here the spirit cannot communicate. Spirit means your soul, Atman, Buddhi. They cannot communicate. They require an instrument. So here the music exists without the instrument, but it cannot make itself heard without a material intermediary. The immaterial, those who have not forms, means spirit, consciousness, whatever name you can say. The immaterial, spirit or Atman, can neither be conceived nor grasped. This is the wordings of the Mahatma. All of us live. Man, second point, man in his present existence only retain certain predisposition from his past experiences. Means Mahata 9 point Mahata mentioned it is karma. Man in the present existence, suppose I am in the present existence. Whatever I am doing all at a lower level, it is because of the past experience, because of the karma. Good karma, bad karma, Mahatma mentioned this is the activities of your theosophical activity. It is not all of a sudden in this life. It is you have that relationship with the theosophical activities previous incarnation also. So it is continuous journey of a soul in his spiritual journey in his road. So Mahatma mentioned because of karma, this is going on. Then third point of this slide, evocations, recalling a feeling. Here, there are many kinds of activities going on throughout the world. Recalling the dead person. Recalling the dead person is a very bad uh, bad work or not proper. So evocation means recalling or feeling of the dead are but a condensation of a memory. The imaginary polarizations of the sets to evoke, Levi says, to evoke those who are no longer there is but to cause their type to reissue from the imagination of the nature. So, to recall the dead person is not at all. Mahatma mentioned here karma, then this is editorial theosophy. To how to recall means it is given here. To ardently desire to see a dead person is to evoke the image of that person, to call it from the astral light or ether wherein rest photograph the image of the past. This is what is being partially done in the science rooms. Then the spiritualist person are doing this. The spiritualists are unconscious of this necromancers. What is going on there? They are not aware of these things. So Mahatma, this theosophist mention it is not proper. So we'll go to the next slide. To be same thing is going on. To be in direct communication with the imagination of nature, one must be either asleep, intoxicated, or in an ecstasy cataleptic or mad. Means you are not at a physical level, or you are at the somehow higher level to know that. Mahatma mentioned in the point number 10, and to be in a direct communication with the intelligence, to direct communication of that dead person with the intelligence, means buddhi or nature, one must become an adept. So there is a difference between the tantric sorcerers and adepts. So here, those who are doing all these things relating to tantras, relating to all this recalling the dead, all are doing hampering the progress of the individual, if at all they are there. And other things, the adept is there, they will all protection of the dead. They are helpful to the persons who will be helpful to them. So third point, the preservation of the corpses. This is another important point. Mahatma mentioned the preservation of corpses in violation of laws of nature. There are many spiritual, religious sect, they preserve the dead. So preservation of corpses is a violation of a law of nature. It is an outrage on the modesty of death, which hides the work of destruction as we should hide those of reproduction. Preserving cause is to create phantom in the imagination of earth. So there are 2-3 points which I am going to analyze. So that is, one is regarding the communication. Another, we never bury dead; they are burnt or left above the earth. So Mahatma, when you hear a philosophical, what is the death, how to bury all these things, then they intensify. Point number 1, to intensify these images in the astral or side lateral, it is relating to activities of science room. So let us go to the next slide. Yes, this is specter of the nightmare of hallucination and fear, are but the wandering photographs of preserved corpses. There are many things is going on in many parts. So here, the same thing. Actually, the Atman is not there properly. There, what is Mahatma mentioned in the point number 12, those who have books, they can see their reflection in the astral light. So, it is the person who is coming or the figure which is coming, it is an hallucination, and it is the reflection of the astral light. So, next point, it is these preserved or imperfectly destroyed cuffs which spread amid the living plague, cholera, contagious diseases, sadness, skepticism, disgust of life. So, those who are not serious of burying these corpses, they will face. Death is exiled by death. Death is, means transform the physical is a death. Then third point, the cemeteries poison the atmosphere of towns, and the miasms of the corpses blight the children even the bosom of their mothers. So these are the incidents happened at that time in the early 90s. That was going on throughout the world, and in particularly India, many things was going on that time. The tantras, mantras, they are doing damaging all kinds of things. So here one point theosophists want to say, people begin intuitional to realize the great truth, and societies for burning bodies and cemeteries are now started in many places in Europe. Previously it was not there. Now it is started in many places in the Europe. So we'll go to the next slide. Here, something is regarding the Israel near Jerusalem in the valley of Gehenna. A perpetual fire was maintained for the combustion of filth and carcasses of the animal, and it is to this eternal fire that Jesus alluded when he says that the wicked shall be cast into Gehenna, signifying that dead souls will be treated as corpse. What is the dead souls? Dead souls means they have not progressed anything in in their spiritual development. So those who are not serious of spiritual activities and mostly they are busy in their sensual activities. They are known as, here it is a master mention, they will are dead soul. Faith and willpower, immortality is conditional. Faith and willpower, here mentioned, is immortality is conditional. As we have ever stated, it is the reward of the pure and good. The wicked man, the material sensualist, who only survives. He who appreciates but physical pleasure will not and cannot live in hereafter as a self-conscious entity. So those who are busy in the physical pleasures, they cannot live hereafter as a self-conscious entity. 13 point says, in the devotion, the ego sees and feels. Devotion. The next slide, I am further mention it is. In the devotion, ego means Atman. Devotion means there are 7 divisions in the devotion or Sarga or mental world, whatever you name, 7 division. 4 in the lower Rupal mental level, it is a Rupa Jagat, then higher 3 is more. So in a Devachan book, Anivesant very vividly described, as Brother Lidbitter has very vividly described the Sarga and the or Devachan or mental world. So in Devachan, in the coming Friday, I will give details of it. In Devachan, ego sees and feels that which he longed. So among us who are long for the spiritual development, or among us who is longed for the um, intellectual studying more and more, so they will get more. He who cares not for a continuation of sentient personal life after physical death will not have it. Those who are serious student of theosophy, not involved in the materialist world, or sensual world. So what they will not get anything, particularly. He who cares not for continuous of sentient personal life after physical will not have it. They will not get that. So he will reborn, remaining unconscious as in the transition. He will reborn again with it. So we'll go to the next slide. Then here coming also the suicide. The suicide would occur if the man devoted himself to evil with the full strength of his mind, with a perfect knowledge of good and evil. I have highlighted this. It is not book, it is not there. So suicide would occur if the man devoted himself to evil with the full mind, and an entire liberty of action which seems impossible in practice, but which is possible in theory, because the essence of an independent personality is an unconditioned liberty. Here, Brother Levy also mentioned the divinity imposes nothing upon man. You see the wordings. The divinity imposes nothing upon man, not even existence. Means we ourselves, we ourselves are here on our own capacity to progress, to realize ourselves, self-transformation. All these things are. Man has a right to withdraw himself in from the divine goodness, and the dogma of eternal hell is only the assertion of eternal free will. So sometimes those who are not serious student of theosophy, or they are busy in some kind of sensual activities, just think about, imagine they are not serious in their journey, so otherwise they are withdrawing themselves from this uh, spiritual eternal activities. So we will go to the next slide. God precipitates no one into hell. You see the wordings by Levi. This is the last slide. I will complete it. God precipitates no one into hell. This who will throw into hell? It is men who can go there freely, definitely, by their own choice. Imagine in this modern world, mundane world, how many people are serious student of any spiritual knowledge, their activity, their work in the day-to-day life. So God never precipitated no one to go to the hell. Those who are in the hell, that is to say, amid the gloom of evil and the suffering of the necessary punishment, without having absolutely so willed it, are called to emerge from it. This hell is for them only purgatory. This hell is only purgatory, means place of punishment. Actually, we have in Hindus, we have a different type of work of punishment. So also in Christianity, in Muslim, they have their own method. This hell is for them only a purgatory, means a place of punishment. The damned completely, absolutely, without respect is Satan, who is not a rational existence but a necessary hypothesis. So, the work we are doing in the mundane world, work which we are supposed to do or not doing, it is our own choice, because we are aware of good and evil. Those who are not able or aware of good and evil, it is the duty of lords of karma or cosmic forces, they will guide. But up to the one level, up to one point, we have to take ourselves in our own hand, and knowing everything, good and bad, if we proceed in the our other way around, then nobody is going to help us. We will go to the hell, means our consciousness will be something which will happen to us in the next class. Mahatma also given some points for discussion. Then we will present that in the next class. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Do we have Hindi translation for this today?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sushma ji?
No, it is Minak. Yes, Minak.
Meenakshi ji, please give your translation, ma'am. You're not audible. You're not audible, dear.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Namaste. Thank you, brother महापात्र जी. आज हम अपेंडिक्स 1 से एलिफा लेगी लिखित डेथ पर उनका लेख, जो कि द थियोसॉफिस्ट के अक्टूबर 1881 के अंक में छपा था, वह ले रहे हैं, और इस पर मास्टर केएच के मार्जिनल नोट्स कमेंट्स है और थियोसॉफिस्ट के एडिटर के भी नोट्स है। एलिफा लेवी लिखते हैं, मृत्यु अनिवार्यतः अपूर्ण संयोगों का विघटन है। मास्टर की टिप्पणी है कि यह फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ और फिफ्थ प्रिंसिपल यानी तत्वों का विघटन है। यह एक व्यक्तिगत जीवन की स्थूल रूपरेखा का, जिसे मास्टर देहात्मा कहते हैं, उसका ब्रह्मांडीय जीवन के महान कार्य में पुनः अवशोषण है। वह जो परिपूर्ण है यानी सिक्स्थ एंड सेवन प्रिंसिपल आत्मबुद्धि, वही शाश्वत है। स्मरण आने तक मृत्यु विस्मृति में शुद्धिकरण है। यह यौवन का वह फुहारा है जहाँ एक और वृद्धावस्था ढल जाती है और दूसरी ओर शैशवावस्था का उभरना है। यहाँ पर एडिटर लिखती है कि यानी मृत्युपरांत जीवात्मा का पुनर्जन्म है। मृत्यु जीवन का रूपांतरण है। शव जीवन के वृक्ष के मृत पत्ते मात्र है। जीवन के वृक्ष पर स्प्रिंग में भी सभी पत्ते होंगे। इस पर मास्टर कहते हैं कि कब्बालियों की भाषा में स्प्रिंग यानी वह स्थिति जब एक जीवात्मा सर्वज्ञता को पहुंचता है। मनुष्य का पुनरुज्जीवन शाश्वत रूप से इन पत्तों के समान है। मास्टर कहते हैं कि चाल्डियन लोगों के मुताबिक यह निर्वाण में पुनरुज्जीवन नवसंजीवन है। देहात्मा के नाशवान रूपों को शाश्वत प्रकारों द्वारा निर्धारित किया जाता है। जो पृथ्वी पर रह चुके हैं वे सभी अपने अपने प्रकारों के नए प्रतिरूपों में वही रहते हैं, लेकिन वे जीवात्माएं जो अपने प्रकारों से आगे निकल गई है, उन्नत आत्माएं हैं, जैसे जैसे वे एक लोक से दूसरे लोक को पार करते जाते हैं, वे कहीं दूसरी ओर एक नया रूप प्राप्त करती है जो एक अधिक परिपूर्ण प्ररूप पर आधारित होता है। बुरे प्रकार के प्रतिरूप विघटित होते हैं और उनके पदार्थ सर्वसाधारण वैश्विक पदार्थ द्रव्य में वापस आ जाते हैं जब वे अपनी आत्म चेतनता को खो देते हैं। हमारा जीव यानी आत्मा मानो एक संगीत है जिसके वाद्य हमारे शरीर है। संगीत वाद्यों के बिना भी विद्यमान है, परंतु किसी भौतिक साधन के बिना वह स्वयं किसी को सुना नहीं सकती। मास्टर कहते हैं इसीलिए मृत आत्माएं स्वयं संवाद नहीं साध सकती है। जो अभौतिक है यानी आत्मन, उसकी न तो कल्पना की जा सकती है और न ही उसे समझा जा सकता है। मनुष्य अपने वर्तमान के जन्म में अपने पिछले जन्मों से केवल कुछ पूर्व प्रवृत्तियों को ही धारण करता है, बनाए रखता है। मास्टर इसे कर्म के अनुसार कहते हैं। मृतकों को बुलाना, उनका आवाहन करना स्मृति का संघनन मात्र है, उनके काल्पनिक रंग है। जो अभी जीवित नहीं है उन्हें बुलाना, उनका आह्वान करना यानी उन जैसों को प्रकृति की कल्पना से पुनः प्रकट करना है। इस पर एडिटर कहते हैं कि किसी मृत व्यक्ति को देखने की उत्कट इच्छा करना उस व्यक्ति की छवि को जागृत करना है, उसे एस्ट्रल लाइट या ईथर से प्रकट करने जैसा है जहां भूतकाल की छवियां अंकित है। सियांस रूम्स में यही कुछ प्रमाण में किया जा सकता है। प्लीज एक्सक्यूज मी। प्राकृतिक जगत की कल्पना के साथ सीधे संवाद करने के लिए किसी व्यक्ति को या तो सोया हुआ या नशे में या उन्माद में या व्याकुल, क्षुब्ध या पागल होना चाहिए। इस पर मास्टर कहते हैं और प्रकृति की बुद्धि से सीधे संवाद साधने के लिए किसी को एक जीवन मुक्त सिद्ध पुरुष होना चाहिए। शाश्वत स्मृति केवल जो अविनाशी है उन्हें ही सुरक्षित रखती है, अविनाशी तत्वों को ही सुरक्षित रखती है। जो समय के साथ गुजर जाता है उसे विस्मरण में जाना होता है। शवों को सुरक्षित रखना, संरक्षित रखना प्रकृति के नियमों का उल्लंघन है। यह मृत्यु की गरिमा को धक्का पहुंचाना है, जो विनाश के कार्यों को छुपाती है, जैसे हमें प्रजनन के कार्यों को छुपाना चाहिए। शवों का संरक्षण करना यानी पृथ्वी की कल्पना जगत में प्रेतों को उत्पन्न करना है। इस पर मास्टर कहते हैं, हम शवों को कभी दफन नहीं करते, उन्हें अग्नि दी जाती है या धरती के ऊपर छोड़ दिया जाता है। दुस्वप्न, मतिभ्रम और भय के भूत संरक्षित शवों की भटकती हुई तस्वीरें मात्र है, प्रतिबिंब है। मास्टर कहते हैं कि उनके एस्ट्रल लाइट में परछाई यानी प्रतिबिंब है। यह संरक्षित किए हुए या अपूर्ण रूप से नष्ट किए हुए शव ही है जो जीवित प्राणियों के बीच प्लेग, कॉलेरा, संक्रामक रोग, उदासी, संदेह और जीवन के प्रति घृणा फैलाते हैं। इस पर संपादक का नोट है कि लोगों को इस महान तथ्य का बोध हुआ है और यूरोप में कई जगह शवों को अग्नि देते हैं और स्मशान स्थापित किए जा रहे हैं। मृत्यु मृत्यु से ही बाहर निकलती है। कब्रिस्तान शहरों के वातावरण को विषाक्त कर देते हैं और शवों की भाप माता की गर्भ में पल रहे बच्चों को क्षति पहुंचाती है। जेरूसलम के निकट गहन्ना की घाटी में गंदगी और जानवरों के शवों को जलाने के लिए निरंतर रूप से अग्नि प्रज्वलित रहती है और इसी चिरंतन अग्नि की ओर यीशु ने इंगित किया था कि दुष्टों को गहन्ना की अग्नि में डाल दिया जाएगा। अर्थ यह था कि सत्वहीन जीवों के साथ लाशों जैसा व्यवहार किया जाएगा। तालमुद कहता है कि जिन लोगों ने अमरता में विश्वास नहीं किया है उनकी आत्माएं अमर नहीं होगी। केवल विश्वास ही व्यक्तिगत अमरता प्रदान करता है। विज्ञान और तर्क केवल सामान्य अमरता की पुष्टि कर सकते हैं। इस पर संपादक कहते हैं कि विश्वास के साथ और इच्छा शक्ति चाहिए, विश्वास के साथ इच्छा शक्ति चाहिए। जैसा कि हमने पहले भी कहा है, अमरता नियमबद्ध है। यह पवित्रता और अच्छाई का पुरस्कार है। दुष्ट व्यक्ति, भौतिकवादी, भोगवादी व्यक्ति केवल जीवित बना रहता है। जो केवल भौतिक सुखों की कद्र करता है वह परलोक में आत्मचेतन सत्ता के रूप में नहीं रह सकता और न ही रह पाएगा। मास्टर कहते हैं कि देवाचन में जीवात्मा वही देखता और महसूस करता है जिसकी उसे चाह थी। जो व्यक्ति शारीरिक मृत्यु के बाद संवेदनशील भौतिकवादी व्यक्तिगत जीवन बना रहने की इच्छा नहीं रखता, परवाह नहीं करता, उसे वह नहीं मिलेगा। अवस्थान्तर में जैसे एक जीव अचेतन रहता है वैसे ही अचेतन अवस्था से गुजरकर उसका पुनर्जन्म होगा। नश्वर बातों में पाप कर्म आत्मा की खुदकुशी है। यह खुदकुशी तब होगी जब उस मनुष्य को अच्छे और बुरे का पूर्ण ज्ञान होगा और कर्म की पूर्ण स्वतंत्रता के साथ जब वह अपने मन की पूरी शक्ति से बुराई के अधीन स्वयं को करता है। यह व्यवहार में असंभव प्रतीत होता है, लेकिन सैद्धांतिक रूप से संभव है। एक स्वतंत्र व्यक्तित्व का सारांश बिना शर्त स्वतंत्रता है। ईश्वर मनुष्य पर कुछ भी नहीं थोपता, यहाँ तक कि अस्तित्व भी नहीं। मनुष्य को ईश्वरीय गुणों से भी स्वयं को अलग रखने का अधिकार है और चिरंतन नरक का सिद्धांतवाद केवल चिरंतन स्वतंत्र इच्छा का दावा है। ईश्वर किसी को भी नरक में नहीं धकेलता। मनुष्य ही वहां स्वतंत्र रूप से, निश्चित रूप से और अपनी मर्जी से, इच्छा से जा सकता है। जो लोग नरक में हैं, अर्थात बुराई के अंधकार में, तिमिरावस्था में है और अनिवार्य दंड की पीड़ाओं के बीच है, उन्हें उनकी कोई चाह न होने पर भी उससे बाहर निकालने के लिए पाचारण किया जाता है। यह नरक उनके लिए केवल एक शुद्धि का स्थल है। पूरी तरह से, पूर्ण रूप से और बिना किसी मोहलत के वह शापित नरकवासी एक शैतान है जो एक तार्किक अस्तित्व नहीं बल्कि एक अनिवार्य सिद्धांत है। यहाँ पर संपादक का ग्लूम ऑफ एविल के ऊपर वे कहते हैं कि अर्थात यानी ग्लूम ऑफ एविल अर्थात उनका पुनर्जन्म एक निम्न लोक में होता है जो न तो नरक है और न ही कोई धार्मिक शोधन स्थल, बल्कि लगभग संपूर्ण रूप से पदार्थ का एक लोक है और पुनर्जन्म के चक्र में अंतिम लोक से पहले का लोक है जहां से कोई मुक्ति नहीं है, क्योंकि वहां संपूर्ण आध्यात्मिक अंधकार व्याप्त है। यह बुक ऑफ ख्युति के ग्रंथ से लिया हुआ है। थैंक यू। नमस्ते।
Thank you so much, Meenakshi ji. So now we open up for any additions or questions. Pradip ji, I just want to say that you had mentioned that this editor could be Vic or Radha ji. No, it is actually Blavatsky, because the edit Theos is there in the article of 1881.
Okay. I have.
The original article is there.
Okay. Yes. Vivaji said immediately forwarded to. Okay,
Yeah.
it is Blavatsky.
Yes.
Right.
But what is really remarkable is this is a volley of truth. One truth after another truth after another truth. This is a whole series of eternal truths about death. And what is also remarkable is still 2/3 of humanity is burying their dead, in spite of what we just heard about what happens in graveyards. All this is why we still have to propagate theosophy, because all these truths are not yet in the generally known. Shindeji would like to say something, sir?
Zindeji is there. Vivaji also I joined after a long gap.
Subhaji?
Namaste,
Yes.
sir. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste.
Hello, Vimalji. Yes, in this article, as you said, a lot of information about death has been given. And I want to thank Pradip ji for showing those two diagrams before you started from Annie Besant's book, the 7 planes and the 7 principles. That is what we need to understand, that our principles are working only on the lower 5 planes. We haven't yet touched the upper 2 planes.
Yes.
That is like, it brings a lot of clarity into the cycle of death. And our cycle of reincarnation is happening only on physical, astral, mental, lower 3 planes. No, we have not even come out of that lower 3 planes. If we reach the 4th plane, at least we will touch the causal plane. That is what is called the Jivan Mukta. He is free from the lower 3 and he goes onto the causal plane. So thank you, sir. I really look forward to the next session.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shindeji?
Yeah. I think it is very nice. Actually, you said letter of Blavatsky to Sinnet, LBS. In the beginning, you told. It is really wonderful how H.P. Blavatsky explains all these 7 principles and how she wrote this letter to Sinnet. Sinnet has been given many times instructions by the masters. But this LBS is a typical one, and you have explained very well. What I am impressed is that human soul is immortal. Its growth and splendor has no limit. That's what we repeat again and again and again. The first truth of theosophy. But in this letter, what impressed me is souls are music. Very nice statement. Souls are music. and bodies are its instruments. Once we understand this, then soul's music is not heard without the bodies, we can say without the fine bodies or fine instruments. The same teaching is given in different direction in the Light on the Path. It says, life is a song. So when soul is music, so soul and life is a song, and that can be heard if we have our senses, which are very, very sensitive. That means our seeing must be right without tears in our eyes. Our hearing must be right without any kind of sensitivity. They must become insensitive to the outer sounds. Then our speaking must be, our tongue should lost the power to wound. So these are the, somehow afterwards people have explained us how we can understand soul is a music. So souls are music and bodies are its instrument. This is one statement I liked very much. Secondly, God precipitates no one into the hell. That is also important, we must remember. God precipitates no one into the hell. So it is the men who can go there freely by their own choice. So this is again, we must remember from this letter, these two which impressed me, and I got insight into our, what we teach or preach, theosophy to the others. Thank you, Pradip. Very nice. Thank you, Vimalji. Thank you, Vibhaji. Also, you added very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I just can't help myself commenting this to Pradeep ji and Mitalini sister. You are living the teaching, because I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine your situation. I believe that there is something called faith. You know, they say that you have faith and you should not lose your faith. Really, you both have not lost your faith. I don't think I could have, in your situation, smile the way you are smiling, sir. Really, I don't know what to say for that, because I really want to sit down and learn from how is it possible that you can do this, sir? That is the greatness of today's talk. I mean, it's not just the content. The content was great, but it is how you both have come to this point, that that your knowledge is, you have such faith in this knowledge, or maybe you have experience. I don't know.
No experience, just we don't have any experience. Anyway, so kind of you. Thank you.
So I request Sister Mitalini, if she's available, to give the closing prayer.
Yes, yes. Namaste to all. Ashato ma shatkamaya tamasho ma jyotirkamaya mruturmang amrutangamaya sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramaya सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु न कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
Thank you, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.